Ladies and gentlemen, Pennypacker here with the YouTube video featuring the Tier 9 Polish Heavy, the 50 TP. This was in fact one of my last games before I was able to unlock the 60 TP. Don't have very many games in that at all. But this was one of my more enjoyable matches, and I just wanted to showcase this tank's abilities in an average player's hand. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50 TP on Thiepval Ridge. I believe this is the 1944 version. So this particular tank has treated me quite well during the grind. I enjoyed it all the way from stock all the way up to the final turret and gun. There were games where the gun felt a little trollish, didn't always hit the mark. This particular game, for some reason, that was rewarding me. I actually found that at times, if I switched over to the premium ammo, particularly when I was seeing tier 10s, that this tank was a little bit more rewarding to use. Here we do start off with our regular AP, and I believe at some point we do move over to the premium ammo, but I'm not sure if it was this match or not. We notice a tier 8 heavy, Tiger 2 moving in on our flank, so we go down to deal with the appropriate threat, and do in fact have a little bit of help from a green ally. This Tiger 2 wandered a little bit too far into the lion's den here, and although being a very capable heavy at tier 8, probably a little overmatched here in this situation. The turret armor on this particular Polish tier 9 is very good, very bouncy from directly in the front. The hull armor is pretty decent, not the best though. If you can get hull down, it's all the more better. A little squishy on the sides and of course the rear. Mobility is decent enough. They can keep up with most other tier 9 heavies. Maybe the E75 would eclipse it, but you know, going side by side with a Conqueror or something like that, you're going to be pretty much keeping up with something along those lines. And here we know this gentleman here on the ridge is obviously spotting for the Arty, which Arty has been, if you notice the tank carcasses over here in this little choke point to my left, Arty's been pinpointing that spot heavily. So as I drove into there, I suddenly realized, let's back out, let's see what's going on. Noticed the light tank up there on the ridge, and so did everybody else. And so hopefully the eyes of the Arty were dealt with accordingly there. But now we got a new threat here in the Death Star directly ahead of us. There's Arty, just feeling us out there. We were lucky enough not to be in the direct path of that splash damage. And I'm going to try and cautiously deal with the British tier 10 tank destroyer that is across the valley there. This earthen berm was providing adequate cover as I could move along and hopefully find a pretty decent, advantageous sniping spot. Didn't want to expose too much of myself up here. Wanted to keep them spotted, and they were getting spotted by I believe a medium teammate of ours was down that way, keeping them lit up. Thank you very much. As you can see there, we have an American Heavy. I believe it's American Heavy directly in front of me to my right. And this is where we notice a tier 9 T-30 American tank destroyer is also located in the vicinity of that Death Star. So there's nothing but worrisome guns on the other side of this open area. Basically keeping us pinned down. Don't have a whole lot of options here. So we're basically waiting to see if any of our allies or Arty, or if they in fact do make a move. Just playing the patient game. Sometimes that's all you can do in this situation. Obviously, if I were to expose myself too much here and give them a hole to shoot at, I would be vaporized. lucky enough to get a pretty decent shot into that T-30 there, and that's what we're talking about a little earlier as far as this gun performing. Found most games, not all of them, but most games that gun did not truly become a reliable asset to the tank. In this particular match, so it proved otherwise. Well, the one thing I'm worried about most here is just being spotted and having Artie light me up. So I'm trying to go back and forth here just to make myself a pretty much a guessing game as to where I'm going to be exactly, in case Artie is trying to drop in on me. But there we go. We got another good shot in there. Thank you, gun. And so at this point in time, we know we still had their attention a little bit, and there is Artie. Artie is definitely turned his attention over to my position, and so here in just a minute I think we do relocate. We're just going to speed things up just a little bit here. It takes a little while sometimes to relocate on such a large map with a slow tank. And we're going to do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. And we're getting closer to the winding down moments of this particular match. And it would appear as though we have a pretty close game. 11-9, green ahead right now. 11-10, 12-10. Inching a little bit closer. We did find their position over here. And in these final moments of the match, always fun, a little tense. And they have 2 tanks left to our 5. We have 2 artillery, tank destroyer, and 2 heavies. And now I have a, looks like a T-62A zooming in on me. Pretty good tier 10 Russian. And I'm just trying to back up. I don't want to expose anything too much to him. I'm a pretty slow tank at that. I'm not backing up really fast, and he's catching up to me quite quick. Got another good shot into him. So I'm down to maybe a 1 shot. I'm not sure. Maybe it depends on where he hits me, but I've absorbed that shot, thank goodness. And we have a shot here that just hits dirt right there. Great aiming, Pennypacker. Alright, this is where it gets dangerous, because I know I'm not going to win this battle if he starts to circle me, and thank you, teammate. As I had somebody obviously keeping their eyes on that tank, and I really do appreciate that. They saved my butt. Thank you. So it's a pretty good game. Do enjoy this tank. Do recommend it. And like I said, I was on my way to the tier 10 after this. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the video.